always keep in touch in innovations. Everything that's new, which is I do. So yeah, so I'm hoping to find some very exciting ideas, you know. I mean, Job Street is good because they are very steady. We went through all that, but I think the team was very solid. So they did a lot of the thing. But I think early days, the VCs, we were there. I mean, I think if you read Mark in one article, you know, in the early days, he was operating, his VC told him that you're going to be more business-minded. You know, you remember when he came, he was always talking about doing it like a hobby, enjoying and doing that, right? So he forgot the commercial aspect of it. So after that, I think he started becoming more business-minded. A lot of entrepreneurs are not business-minded. They don't know that you're building a product in the business venture. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you say that so far you all have already made 8 investments?
No. My new fund only 2. But throughout the 10 years, we made a lot more. A different fund, yeah. Okay.
It's not 8?
More than 8, yeah. About.
Can you name me what are the sectors there?
What are we Walden, we do mainly ICT, software, semiconductor, communications, internet. You know? So that has been our sectors. So we do all those sectors.
So it's very ICT.
Very ICT. But now we're broadening to clean tech. So I'm like looking at a company that do clean tech. You know.
What's clean tech?
Clean tech, environmental, green tech, green tech, yeah, no. So because this is one of the growing like renewable energy, you know, solar or those sort of things, yeah. Yes.
Just now you were saying that the .com boom, right? What do you think about the mobile web and internet? They say this could be the next boom.
Yeah. I know I've been seeing a lot of those companies too. So I think, you know, it is a bit of a herd mentality, you know. When something is hot, everybody wants to do it. But I always say you must make a difference. So usually say, what's the niche? Why is it that you are different from others? You know. And so these are the things. It can be the same sector, but you must find your niche. You know. And then it should be okay, yeah. Definitely, I see many of those, you know.
Have you invested in any of the
mobile? Not at the moment.
My name is Jason. You mentioned just now that VCs were into game development house 5 years ago. Is it still appealing to VCs?
Games.
Yeah, game development.
I think, you know, if you, of course, sometimes by sectors, it's very hard to say I don't do this sector or that sector. You know? If you're doing gaming, I would say it's always must be the best. You can prove that, look, in this industry, you know, I have a lot of customers, I have people who wants to, you know, come to me and I can generate revenue and all that. I think we will look at it, right? But if you're still at the development stage, hoping to find your customers later, I would say, you know, I always tell them to go and talk to your peers, you know, so that you benchmark, where are you, you know. I mean, it is that brutal, you have to be top 3. I think I said this many times, I have, my observation is that if you're not, top 3 is the top 2 actually. If you're not there, you know, or you can be top 3 in Southeast Asia, in ASEAN, not global, you're still okay. But you must be there, you must be leading, you know. If you cannot get there, it's very hard to do that. You will know because I tell you the VCs will run to you, you don't need to run to them because we will have a way of finding out, right? But of course you in the industry, you will know. You have to talk to your peers, you know. And then the revenue, how you generate revenue, all these are science, you know. So then you will know that you are, you know.
What are the criteria?
I would say revenue is going to be one of them. And then if you have, you know, even if you're a startup, there are people coming to you wanting to use your services, wanting to buy your products. Those are also leading to revenue, right?
We are developing a game.
Yeah, I know.
We
So,
are halfway down the road from.
Have you tested it? Why don't you get people to test?
Not yet. We got a seed funding last year, and now we last hour of seed funding. So, the money is not enough.
Yeah, it won't be enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Never enough.
Maybe I can meet you and then I can meet you and then just try and see whether I can. That might be better. Yeah. Actually, one thing I feel, like I said, I'm in this business because I believe in entrepreneurship, and doesn't mean you don't get VC funding. Means that all is lost. No, there are a lot of businesses that can make money. So I think you should continue because the only thing is when VCs, from a VC perspective, because we put in the funds and that's our expectations. But you as long as you do what you want, you enjoy it, you make money, they can keep you going and then you grow, I think that's good. So the passion must be in building your company. So doesn't worry about the VC funding yet, So although when I give you examples, these are for like companies which we are looking at because we are putting in millions, then we want that sort of returns. So this is one of the things, I think, continue to do what you're doing and, this versus is like being an entrepreneur versus getting a job, So if you can do it, you can have the freedom of being that, I think why not, you should continue doing it, And the other thing is I also feel that a lot of things you guys are developing, getting a seed funding, 150K and all that, it's not enough for you guys, In US, they straight away they give $10 million pot into them. So this one of the thing I learned also. When I watched the US, we also invest in US companies, And then I was saying, wow, the burn rate is $1 million a month, You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of them went bust because they were like supporting all these people, right? So, and in Malaysia, it's not enough. So that's why I've been pushing like for Cradle to get at least $500,000, $1 million. I mean, because I find this is one source for you to get to that level, I think, Siva, we started with 50,000, remember?
Yeah.
No, we pre-seed, we're saying 50,000, and then it went to 150, and then now it's good to 500,000,
Let's go for the million.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we should. I think, for me, if you all can go to that, and then you come to us as VC, if you're happy to, that means you have got your company to a certain stage, then we're happy to come in, right? Whereas now you are still here, not enough, and neither here, and then we look at it, it's very hard for us to support because we don't go to that seed stage, Yeah. So I agree with that.
I'm Chok. What is VC do in doing seed investment into the F&B sector?
In what sector?
F&B.
F&B. Restaurant.
Chain.
Restaurant chain. There are some VCs who will do it,
In Malaysia?
Yeah, there's some who do it. I mean, okay, like CMB, they invested in like Burger King and all that.
What about local seed? I mean, seed startup.
Startup restaurant. I think you have to make the case. Because if you are going to just open a kopitiam, I would say you're going to spend all the money we give you to pay franchise fees, forget it, You have to build your own chain and all that, yeah.
Is there any example, besides Burger King and fast food?
No, but I think like Dome, Davis invested in Dome, they're out of Australia, they went in. And then Pizza Hut, so a lot of the VCs do, I mean they're more like private equity, like they all go into these areas, Even at one time, Strudel, they were all out there, The other one is like San Francisco Coffee. He tried to get VC funding, he got some funding, and then in the end, somebody bought them out. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Hi, my name is William. May I know that how do you manage your risk management? I mean, for example, that you invest this money in this company, you expect certain of returns, and you may play an important role in terms of business decision making. You got to make the things work. But along the way, there may be certain conflict between the CEO and your group.
Yeah.
So,
How do I manage that?
how do you manage that? Do you suddenly pull off everything because you already dump the money already?
Once we put in money, that's why I say that the pre-investment is more important. Once we invest, it's very hard for us to get our money back. I mean, that's how I feel, right? Anyway, there's no money to give because if we don't